Hey guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I have a special guest. Those cute little hands belong to my little niece, Gabriela. She will be joining us in today's video, and we're going to go ahead and create our very first DIY project for today. We're just showing you guys the materials we're going to go ahead and use to create our first DIY project. So our first DIY project is very easy and fun, and I thought this would be a perfect project to start off with my niece because it's super kid friendly. Obviously, if you're going to do this with your kids, I recommend doing the hot glue gun part, the adults, just because you don't want your little kiddos to get burnt. But if you haven't already, please make sure to hit that subscribe button if you love these DIY type projects. And if you haven't already, please make sure to show me some love by giving me that thumbs up. And let's go ahead and get right into our project. Alrighty, so as you saw me go ahead and start off, I went ahead and took the labels off of the socks, and we are going to go ahead and take our white sock now, and I am just showing Gabriela what we're going to go ahead and do is we're going to fill our sock with the rice. So go ahead and just cut off a piece. Now, honestly, I ended up learning that it's better to go ahead and just do a bigger hole than this because it took a little bit longer than I wanted to. But we did it a lot faster with hers. But all you're going to do is just fill up the sock with your rice, just like you see me doing here. She's very independent and likes to do things on her own, and I give her kudos for that. But yeah, that's basically all you're going to do. This is where I kind of was like, what are you doing, girl? Let me get this a little bit bigger and then start over. So just a heads up, you guys, just make the hole a little bigger because it goes a lot faster. And I ended up still picking up the little grains that landed on my table, and then I ended up adding those as well. So go ahead and get that part done to start off with.
The city is covered in snow tonight. Where did my love go? Santa, I'm waiting for him, but he's nowhere inside. And all of the presents are still by the tree. They don't mean nothing till he's here with me. If you know.
Alright, so for this next part, we're going to go ahead and do a knot at the top. Now, you're not going to want to do it so tight that it doesn't have any give because you're going to want to create the nose as you see me here. Now, I wanted to demonstrate that you want to do it all on the smooth side, not on the rigid part if you happen to get some of the socks that have a little bit of red of those ridges. So you decide how big or small or flat, or you decide how you want your little guy's nose to look like. So that's the fun part of this, you guys. You can create it however you want. I happen to have this big bag of rubber bands already, so I just use white rubber bands that I already had on hand. But you can always use any color rubber band, to be honest with you, because you're going to hide most of this anyway, but that's completely up to you. Which route you want to go. Even a traditional color like the tan color would work if that's the route you want to go.
Where he is, please give him a ride, and I will wait here by the candlelight, 'cause his love is all I need, and my love I can guarantee.
All right, guys, so now I have to laugh at this part because I'm clearly a DIYer and my scissors were horrible and the ones Gabriela was using were great because those are the ones I've been taking care of. But anyway, we're going to go ahead and take our mop head and we're going to go ahead and glue that to our little gnome's head. And please help your little ones out. I would hate for them to get burned. So this is going to be their hair / beard. So go ahead and get that on top of your little gnome's head.
So please, Santa, bring back my love tonight. Hey, Santa, sleigh bells.
All right, now we're showing you that I picked a red hat and Gabriela picked a gray hat. Now we're going to add our hats to our little gnomes. Now, what you're going to do is squeeze the hat to where you're going to fold it in the back. You can fold it up like I'm showing you here. I personally liked it folded in versus out, but this is where you get to use your creativity. And by folding the back, that will actually act as support and it's going to make it stay up. So this is where we're sticking it down. And again, please help your little ones so that they do not get burned. And here I'm showing you how we're going to go ahead and fold it in the back, see? And once it's folded and glued, you won't even be able to tell that it was a big hat to start off with. It all kind of meshes together and it blends in and it's so stinking cute. So I'm going to go ahead and have you watch, just because a lot of this is very self-explanatory.
Bringing in my friends by my side, but it's not the same. Santa, I'm smiling but feeling empty inside, 'cause all of the presents are still by the tree. They don't mean a thing till he's here with me. If you know where he is, please give him a ride, and I will wait here by the candlelight. But his love is all I need, and my love I can guarantee. So please, Santa, bring back my love tonight. Oh,
All right, guys, and this is the part where you're going to want to be creative and have fun. You can either cut some of the back of the mop to create kind of the beard effect, but I wanted to go ahead and use it kind of like you see me doing here, where it's kind of all blended in together. So you just want to use the glue gun and kind of just, you know, put it little dabs here and there and just kind of, you know, play with it until you like the way that it looks. I personally had just a little piece that came off, and so you're going to see me attach it in just a little bit, and you will also see that Gabriela and I did ours just a little bit different, and they both turned out so cute in their own little way. But again, you guys, use your creativity, decide how you want your little guys to look. Now, another thing that you can do, I personally wanted my little gnome to have the thick, chunky hair, but you can actually unthread it so it has, you know, basically more of a curly haired look. And that's another option. This is the piece that I was referring to. But you guys, yeah, just use your creativity and decide how you want your little gnome, you know, guy to look. So now I'm going to go ahead and help her, but she's guiding me and telling me how she wants her guy's little hair to look. So she's giving me directions on how she wants hers to look. And then you guys are going to see how we're going to go ahead and complete our little guys. So I'm just trying to speed this up so that it's not too long for you guys. But ultimately, like I said, just play with it, play with it, play with it until you get it the way that you want. Then it's my favorite time. It's time to embellish. Now, the gnome cost me $4, okay? I have a lot of crafting supplies, and all of the crafting supplies I've already had on hand, so I'm not taking that into consideration. But you guys, decide how much you want to spend on your little gnome guy and then go from there. But these next couple clips here are going to be us embellishing our little gnomes. Again, Gabriela is just telling me how she wants hers, and I'm just going to help her with anything that needs to be glued. And she's using her imagination, her creativity, and I'm just helping her with the gluing part of it. And this is what's fun, you guys. I'm spending quality time with my niece, and we're doing something that she's going to be able to display and cherish and remember every time she looks at it that she made that with her auntie. And it was just so much fun. We added so many cute little things and really truly enjoyed every moment of it. And we laughed and we giggled and we just had so much fun. So create your little gnome the way that you guys feel is going to look super stinking cute, and have so much fun with your little ones. All right, guys, and lastly, we're going to go ahead and use these bigger pom-poms, and these are going to be like their little slippers that are kind of peeking out of all of that hair and mustache and beard and all that stuff. So this is going to be just our end little touch here, and then you get to see the end results of this first project. have them. Are they not so stinking cute? I absolutely love the way that they turned out. They are going to be absolutely cute and displayed so lovely for Christmas. I hope that you guys enjoyed it as much as we did. And now we're going to go ahead to the super easy second DIY project. It's going to be so much quicker, you guys. I apologize. Now you're going to take a little box. Now, these are very readily available at Dollar Tree. This one, I love the little autumn truck, so I don't want to glue it to the box directly. I'm kind of gluing it to itself. Now, this burlap ribbon is very versatile. So what I'm doing is I'm going around so that it covers up the box as much as possible. Now, the reason I love this is because I'm going to be able to slip it off and still be able to reuse it, which I'm so excited for because I absolutely love the way that this turned out, and I want to be able to use it, but I also want to be able to reuse the box as well. So I love that I'm going to be able to use it for many, many projects. I could use it for the fall, and I'll be able to use it for Christmas. So you guys have to think outside of the box. So go ahead and basically cover your box with the burlap, just like you see me doing here. Now, what I prefer is that you use this type of burlap, just because it gives it more of that Santa Claus bag type look. And since I didn't have very much of it, that's why I used it very sparingly, and that's why that's kind of the final look. And then right in the middle, I had this beautiful burlap bow, which was perfect because it's going to cover up the other part of the burlap, which is exactly what I wanted. So I absolutely love it. Now I'm using this green foam that I had left over, and we're going to take some of these beautiful picks from Dollar Tree, and we're also going to use some of the loose basically a garland that we had left over from the first project. Oh, I didn't let the bow dry long enough, so be careful with that, you guys. I get so excited to get my projects going that I'm not patient enough. Shocker, I know. But this is a gorgeous and absolutely easy and beautiful DIY project. I call it Santa Sack. It's a beautiful centerpiece that you can use in your dining room to display. It's absolutely beautiful if you do it in an entry table, if you want to do it on a tier tray in your hutch, or anywhere really. But it's just a gorgeous, stunning piece, very inexpensive, and absolutely easy to make.
Yeah, I try to show you, but somehow failed. I wanna have someone to hold. Walking through the falling snow. I've been trying to tell you in every way, but now I can't done. I'm not going away. And right around the mistletoe, I'm gonna let my feelings show. I'm trying to tell you.
And in this last DIY, we're going to use these little light up tea lights, and this is the easiest DIYs and very, very cute to do with your little ones. And it's so simple. It's, just creating different little faces and snowmans that you could display with your little ones. All you're going to use is permanent markers, and that's all there is to it, you guys. Just have fun and create different little faces. And if you have bigger markers, I suggest it because it takes quite a bit of time. We're going to just fast forward to the end. But really, this is all that we're doing, is just creating fun little faces with these little tea lights. Have so much fun with your little ones and be as creative as possible. Well, guys, that covers today's DIY projects and today's video. I really hope you guys have enjoyed it, and I hope you guys use your creativity and spend quality time with your little ones. As always, I hope you have a beautiful and blessed day. Thanks for watching. Bye guys.